I'm Phoebe Chong-Chua. Thanks for making Live Fit magazine a part of your day.
We are filming from the beautiful resort, the Grand Del Mar.
Just a charming place. You know, when you step foot on this property, you really feel like you've experienced a bit of heaven. And you forget about all your stress, all your worries. You kind of go into retirement mode. And joining me now is John Lorenz from JKL Wealth Management. He's our financial guru. And you're here to talk about retirement, what we need to do, what we need to know. What are the three things that you would do if you were an individual looking at a retirement plan?
Well, you said the key word, Phoebe, in planning is it. If I didn't have a plan, I would get one. If I had one, I would revisit it right now and take a look at things. And don't make it bigger than it is. If you and I took a pen, a piece of paper, and a calculator and got a cup of coffee at Starbucks within 45 minutes, we could have a very good framework for you to have some actionable ideas going forward. So in the plan, I would start out and look at what you own and what you owe. Mm-hmm. Very simply, just put those things down on a piece of paper. Secondly, take a look at what your monthly income needs are, whether it's now or in the future. See what you're going to need to fund your lifestyle. Thirdly, look at your receivables, like Social Security, rental income you might get, pensions if you're lucky enough to have one, and then compare and see, you know, with what you have coming in versus what you're going to need, whether there's a surplus or a shortfall, and adjust accordingly.
People might be wondering, what are the biggest challenges for people out there who are planning for retirement? There's been a lot of ups and downs these days.
Mm-hmm. Well, it depends on how far away your retirement is. When we look at the portfolios of people, we start with what's the dark side, what's the downside of this portfolio, and first start with stocks. If you look at what stocks have done since 1980, 13 times they've been down over 15%. Mm-hmm. So on average, over 33 years, 13 times you've been down 15% in a calendar year. So once every 2.5 years, you're going to experience that ride down 15%. Mm-hmm. And see how comfortable you are with how much you have allocated to that and whether you can take that ride down. If not, do some things. You know, reduce your allocation to stocks, put in some circuit breakers, disaster insurance is what we call it. And
very
and
important.
Would be a first place to start.
Yeah. You've been in this field for a very long time, seen changes happen. What would you say have been the biggest changes in financial services in, say, the last 2 decades? When
I started in the business, there weren't cell phones. The fax machine was a big deal. Color printer was the size of a Volkswagen, right? And I did something the other day that I thought was very funny. If you Google Internet 1994, you'll see a Today Show clip with Bryant Gumbel and Katie Couric trying to figure out what the Internet is. In 1994.
That would be a good one.
It is very
Viewers
funny.
are going to go do that, but
yeah.
wait till you're done watching this.
It's very funny. But at that time, information was something that people didn't have in regards to investments. Mm-hmm. So we were really brokers of information, and people mm-hmm. paid a high commission to do transactions based on the information we had. That's completely flip-flop now. Information is everywhere. Mm-hmm. People have access to any research they want to do. They can do it at the touch of a fingertip. Mm-hmm. So we're paid more for wisdom and objective analysis and advice for people on everything that touches their money, not a transaction on a stock or a bond. They really want us to be broad and deep in their personal finances with mm-hmm. everything that touches their money. John, thank you so much. Such a wealth of information. Appreciate you taking the time to be here. I'm Phoebe Chong-Chua. You are watching Live Fit magazine. Next time, we have John tackle women and wealth. You won't want to miss that segment coming up on Live Fit magazine.